All right. So, word on the street is that Rita Ora has been sitting on some serious information about Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Diddy, and the tea she allegedly has is crazier than anything we've heard before. People are saying she's actually scared to speak up because this goes way deeper than your average celeb drama. Apparently, Rita has real receipts to back up her claims about the Carters and their rumored behavior behind the scenes. So now the question is this the real reason she had a fallout with Jay-Z, and why is she only now starting to speak out? Let's break it all down. Ever since Diddy's fall from grace, the floodgates have opened and people are finally feeling brave enough to talk about powerful folks in the industry who have allegedly hurt or taken advantage of them. A lot of stuff is coming out about Diddy, especially about how he allegedly treated people behind closed doors. But now Jay-Z's name is being brought up too. People are saying he was just as controlling, maybe even harmful, and now Rita Ora has allegedly stepped into the conversation with proof. According to the streets, she's got a whole lot to say. To understand it better, let's go back. Rita Ora signed with Jay-Z's Rock Nation back in 2008 when she was only 18, hoping they'd help launch her music career big time. Things started off well. Her debut album, Ora, hit #1 in the UK and even got attention internationally. But that success didn't really continue. Ora was the only album she released under Rock Nation. Things started falling apart, and by 2015, Rita had had enough. She filed a lawsuit saying Rock Nation basically abandoned her and didn't support her as they had promised. She said the relationship was beyond repair, that the label didn't hold up its end of the deal, but Jay-Z didn't let her go that easy. He filed a countersuit asking for $2.3 million, saying she owed him for what Rock Nation had invested in her career. Jay-Z claimed they spent a lot on marketing and branding and that the contract was for 5 albums, not one. He said they helped turn her into a star, and now he wanted that money back. In 2016, both sides decided to drop the lawsuits and settle things privately, but Rita has since said she felt pressured to settle just to get out from under Jay-Z's control. For years, there have been whispers that Jay-Z's public image doesn't match who he really is behind the scenes. People who worked with him, like Rita, stayed quiet for a long time, but now that she's starting to speak up, it's looking like maybe those whispers were true. In a 2023 interview, Rita said Jay-Z made her feel small and like she wasn't good enough. She said, "I lost a lot of confidence in myself. I thought, what am I going to do? It felt like the worst thing, but it was the only decision I could make." On the outside, it seemed like she had it all. Being signed to Jay-Z should have been a huge opportunity. Even Rita admitted that being associated with him opened doors. But now it seems that came with a price. Word is Jay-Z allegedly got too controlling. He wasn't just managing her music, but also trying to control what she wore, where she went, and even who she could talk to. And to be honest, some people aren't even surprised by that. Jay-Z has faced similar accusations before, especially about how he treats Beyoncé. There have been long-standing rumors that their relationship isn't as perfect as it looks, and that Beyoncé may not have as much freedom as people think. So if Jay-Z is allegedly able to keep someone like Beyoncé on a tight leash, it's not hard to believe he could control a young, upcoming artist like Rita. And that's not even the wildest part. There are rumors that Jay-Z made advances toward Rita, and when she turned him down, that's when things really went south. Fans believe that's when Rock Nation started ignoring her career and stopped giving her any real support. And when she tried to leave, Jay-Z reportedly doubled down, dragging her into legal battles to make her life even harder. But now it gets crazier. There are rumors that Rita has receipts of Beyoncé and Jay-Z allegedly being involved in some shady business with Diddy, People say she even has audio recordings of the Carters paying to have their names removed from legal documents. This connects to a lawsuit by a man named Joseph Menzaro who accused Diddy of some shocking crimes like drugging him and dragging him to what he called a freak-off party. He claimed that Beyoncé and Jay-Z were there and that Beyoncé even asked, "What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a pea mask standing here in front of me?" But then, just like that, Beyoncé and Jay-Z's names were dropped from the lawsuit and no one explained why. Now, with Rita's alleged claims about them paying to stay out of the case, it all starts to make sense. Even DayBaby once hinted that Beyoncé made a move on him at one of these parties, which fans now believe could have been one of Diddy's freak-offs.
The beginning of 2020, you know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put him out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to. Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me.
But that's not all. There have even been rumors that Beyoncé was caught on tape doing questionable things at Diddy's parties. And with more and more information surfacing, things are starting to look really messy.
I was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again. Say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
yes,
new.
there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No,
this
I can't
tape.
explain who the person was, but Mr.
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video. And I can tell the video is pornographic in nature.
Oh, my. All right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, did he? And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes. This was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video. So it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping, like they're being surreptitiously recorded.
Rita, it seems, is sitting on a goldmine of secrets about the Carters, but she's scared to spill it all. And honestly, can you blame her? There are rumors that people who tried to expose powerful figures like Jay-Z have mysteriously disappeared or ended up dead. But if Jay-Z ever faces serious charges the way Diddy has, then best believe Rita will probably be one of the first to testify. This whole thing is just getting started, and it's about to get insanely messy.